This is a deck contest entry. I'm going to be using my Cyber Dragon deck to enter this contest. Now for the fusions, 3 Cyber End Dragons, 2 are Ultra, looks really nice. Well anyway, Cyber End Dragons, their effect is amazing because the difference of the battle damage will be dealt to your opponent, kind of like Trample from Magic. Really good, but it's kind of hard to get out, but if you bring it out, it's actually worth it. 2 Cyber Twin Dragon, they're super nice and shiny. They can attack twice for 2800 beat stick. And Chimeritic Over Dragon, this can attack as many times as you want, depending on how many machine monsters you offer to it. I'm going to teach you a really cool combo that I found out later on during the video. So yeah, we're going to start with the deck now. 2 Cyber Dragons. These things, you really need them because they're part of the Cyber Dragon deck, of course. You need them for the fusion stuff, of course. They can be special summoned if you control no monsters and your opponent controls at least 1 monster. You can special summon this card. Really good. 3 Proto Cyber Dragons. As long as they're face up, they're treated as a Cyber Dragon, so you can fuse them. 3 Cyber Dragons Way. Really good because they're only 1500, but if they're in combat, they get an additional 300 attack boost. Plus, you can show a spell card from your hand. If you show a spell card from your hand, this card is treated as a Cyber Dragon even when it's in the graveyard. So you can fuse it. 3 Cyber Valleys. They're just there to stall your opponent to end the battle phase, and you get to draw 1 card. Really good. Well, let's say if your opponent is about to declare an attack, you can just remove this card and stop the battle phase, end the battle phase, and draw 1 card. So that's really good. 3 Shining Angel. They search out any 1500 or less monster from your deck, and you get to put them on the field. So if this thing dies, you can bring out pretty much anything in this deck because most of the cards in this deck is 1500 or less. So that's really good. 2 Dekochis. They allow you to search for 1 card, let you draw 1 card from your deck when this card is flipped. So when it gets destroyed or when you flip it face up. 1 Chaos Sorcerer, pretty much you just remove a dark and a light, and you can use this guy's effect to remove 1 face-up monster your opponent controls. Really good. 1 Cyber Eltarian. This is one more way to win the game with this card because if, let's say, even if you have a crappy graveyard, let's say you have out of your graveyard you have like 20 monsters and only one of them is a machine light monster, and your opponent has like 5 Blackwings, you can special summon this card and just remove that 1 machine light monster, and this card destroys everything, all face-up monsters on the field except for itself, so you can destroy all your opponent's monsters. It's really good actually. It clears out the entire field right there. It's really good. Honest, it gives that nice 100,000 pump to one of your light monster. Sangain, it searches out any monster with 1500 or less from your deck and puts it into your hand. Like I said, most of these cards in this deck is 1500 or less, so you can search out pretty much any card in your deck. Blackwing Gale the Whirlwind. You use this for synchro summoning. I do have a Black Rose. Oh wait, here it is. This is also part of the deck. I mean, like not the deck, but like the extra deck, the side deck, whatever you want to call it. Black Rose Dragon. It's just like a mini bomb. This card blows up the entire field. It's really good. Blackwing Gale cuts the attack of one of your opponent's face-up monster in half and defense, so that's really good. So let's say one of your opponent's monster has a 3000 defense points, this thing will cut it in half, so it'll be like a 15,000 defense. Really good. Gores stops OTKs, lets you have a chance to attack back, pretty much like just stops OTK. Really nice right there. Now for the spells, 2 Book of Moons. It allows you to choose 1 face-up monster and flip it face down. Plus it's a quick spell, really good. Overload Fusion. This card allows you to bring out Chimeritic Over Dragon. Heavy Storm. Staple destroys all spells and traps. Polymerization to fuse the monsters together. Limit removal doubles the attack of all machine monsters. until the end of battle phase. But the monsters that were affected by this card's effect will be destroyed. Lightning Vortex kills the field. MST destroys spell or trap. Okay, for the card I was talking about earlier about Chimera Tech. Alright, for Future Fusion, it says you can bring out any fusion material monster from your deck and put it on the side for 2 turns. Then you can special summon the fusion material monster. So for Chimera Tech's Over Dragon effect, it says you can you have to get 1 Cyber Dragon and 1 or more machine types. So this is what you can do. If let's say you use that card to the Future Fusion, you can bring out, take out a Cyber Dragon from your deck and take out pretty much any amount of machine monsters from your deck and remove them. And until the end of the second phase, you get to bring out Chimera Tech. Usually, by the time I bring out Chimera Tech, this thing will be 5,600. So it can attack up to like for every machine monster you offer to this thing, it gets 1 additional attack. So for 5,600, you can attack, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 attacks. Even though this thing only has 6 heads, this thing can attack 7 times. Really good right there. Plus, remember that every attack is 5,600, so that's incredibly strong. It's stronger than Obelisk. So that's a really incredible. It can OTK your opponent instantly right there with Future Fusion. So it's really incredibly good. Power Bond doubles. I mean, it fuses a monster together and it doubles the attack points. But at the end of the turn, you're going to take the original attack point as damage to your life points. So pretty much, if let's say, well, pretty much if you want to use this card, it's going to be like a big risk for you. So yeah, brain control to control one of your opponent monster. Foolish. I only use Foolish, so I can, let's say, if I have Chaos Sorcerer in my hand and I have 1 light monster in my graveyard and I'm waiting for a dark, but I can't draw a dark, I just use Foolish to search out one of the dark in the graveyard and drop in the graveyard, and then I just remove a dark and a light and pop out a Chaos Sorcerer. Giant Trunade brings back the trap and spells. If I get to draw this card, usually I keep this card in my hand until I bring up this guy. When I bring up this guy, I use this card so it can protect my. It returns all spells and traps, so that your opponent can't use any spells to trap when you're trying to OTK them with this card. Really good. 2 roll decrease shuts down all traps and spells, so you have the opportunity to attack your opponent and kill your opponent. Torrential Tribute, it just destroys all monsters on the field. Call Haunted, bring back one of your monsters. And Second Bits of Armor destroys one of the declare monster that is attacking you from your opponent's side of the field. So that's the Cyber Dragon deck. And let me show you the synchros and all that stuff again. Black Rose, Cyber Twin, Chimera Tech Over Dragon, and 3 Cyber End Dragons. So that's the deck.